been like enamored with Cardi B because she just dropped her album. She's dropping her album on the 19th of September. Titled I Am the Drama, and she is going on every interview talking about her personal life, talking about her album and who it's featuring. Allegedly, it's featuring the likes of Tyler and so much more. I'm just excited. I had to say Tyler because she's ripping South Africa, and I'm all the way from South Africa. But yeah, it features the likes of Tyler, Megan the Stallion, and even Janet Jackson. And the Janet Jackson part really is the hoo-ha of the whole album, because this is the first time Janet Jackson has ever been featured by a female artist in her whole career. And her career spans over 4 decades. So this is a huge deal in pop culture, and it's you need to be someone very special for you to get a Janet Jackson feature. So kudos to Cardi B for that. However, the streets are not happy, and when I say the streets, I mean particularly me, because I happen to be a Cardi B supporter. I'm a Cardi B fan. I love me some Cardi B. I love her because she has a good heart. I feel like the most underrated thing about Cardi B is how much of a good heart she has. And the more I listen to her interviews, and I've watched her on Love and Hip Hop, she is super smart. She's so intelligent. And I think, like, for me, I've always noticed that people with a high IQ generally usually have a good heart, because they understand, they usually have high levels of empathy, and you can tell, but just how she speaks and how she, like, you know what I'm saying? Because there was a point where I was watching an interview of Cardi B, an interview, a Spotify interview of Kelly Rowland in conversation with Cardi B, where basically Cardi was talking about the fact that when other women get bullied on social media, she usually, inboxes them and basically gives them advice as someone that's been in the industry for longer than them and is used to the trolls and used to basically getting backlash within the social media sphere. So she says those women would go behind her back and sleep with her ex-husband. And she was just speaking about that. And for me, it's like for you to even do that as just an icon like Cardi B, you have a phenomenal heart. You have a phenomenal heart, and I think that's the most underrated things about Cardi B, that she has a really really good heart, and I can tell by how emotional she is and how she gets emotional by just the little things, you know. But yeah, as I said, I'm a huge Cardi B fan, but I can't deny the fact that she I feel like she just made the worst mistake of her life by having a baby with Steffon Diggs, because she just got divorced. And I don't know if her divorce is final yet. I'm not sure if her divorce is final yet or not. But what I do know is that she's fresh out of a relationship, fresh out of a whole marriage. And the first thing she does, the first guy she dates after her husband, allegedly, she gives that man a baby under a year of her having another baby. Like, Cardi, that is ghetto. Like, that's ghetto, guys. And I can't believe, like, the streets are basically saying, Twitter is buzzing. They're basically saying, I can't believe you downgraded from being a wife to a baby mama. And I hate to say this, but I couldn't agree more. Especially as a black woman, I feel like as black women, we try our as a black woman, we should associate ourselves as much as possible from stereotypical things, like stereotypical things to do as a woman of color, right? And being a baby mama is one of those things. You know what I'm saying? Like, being a baby mama is one of those things, especially when she's at the height of her career. We were going on and on bashing Offset. We were on her side during the whole divorce, and just so many women were on Cardi's side, after the divorce. And I felt like her going through a divorce would have played so well into her releasing an album, because so many people would sympathetically, and I know Nicki Minaj said that Cardi B gets viewers through being like through sympathy and things of that nature, but sympathy is a marketing strategy. It works, and as women, especially women of color, we would have sympathized with her, and even people that are not necessarily Cardi B fans, they would actually have supported her career more, if or supported her album more, because they relate to her, they relate with her on that level, right? So now I just feel like Ruben Ruth said, "Shut up, bitch! You shut up, ho." But yeah, anyway, as I was saying, because now that she has a baby by a guy that like not even a year after her like not even a full year after her divorce, it really begs the question of whether she was also faithful to throughout her marriage, one, and two, it kind of just makes you look at her like, are you normal in your head? Like, that makes no sense. You can't, like, it makes no, why would you have a baby with someone else and a year later have a baby with somebody else? Like, that is, for a lack of a better word, kind of disgusting. So you're telling me that you are out here having unprotected sex? You are having unprotected sex at the height of your career. You are Cardi B, honey. You're an A-list celebrity, honey. Young girls look up to you, honey. So if you having different baby daddies, like, it kind of just, like, you have people looking at you sideways, and I'm one of those people too. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with having different baby daddies. I'm just saying the time frame in which she had those babies, it's like quick. So it's giving this thing of like, it's making her look like she's out here just sleeping with, just having unprotected sex. And with these many diseases, especially with the person that's like a footballer allegedly, but a person that's, how people like sportsmen, athletes have a athletes have a reputation for being ladies men and for not being faithful. So you would date a rapper, a person that has so much access to so much women, who was cheating on you, and you're going and getting into a bed with an athlete, someone that has as much reach as a rapper, and an athlete that's tall and that's famous, like Cardi. It's like at this point you want to get hurt, because I feel like if you have just been cheated on and 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 cheated on, you would want to stop being embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? Like, because if you date someone in the public and they embarrass you publicly, so many people will know. And you're gonna date another person who's in the public eye, who has an unlimited access to women, who's handsome, who, you know what I'm saying? It's like you're dating an offset, and before you've even gotten to know him for him, or gotten to know him deeper, had a deeper, because, like, I don't know how long they've been dating, but I'm just saying that if she's having a baby with him just like a little over a year after she's had a baby with Offset allegedly, I can't. I'm just like, you couldn't have known him that much after a year to be having babies with him. Because if you've been dating a person for just 1 year, you haven't gotten to know him throughout all the seasons of his life. So I know, like, I watched an interview where she was like, she's very excited. She can take care of the baby. Her and her partner are excited. But me, I'm just like clenching my teeth, and I'm hoping that this is not another Offset situation. It's giving Khloe Kardashian, but that's Dominican, allegedly. It's giving a Dominican Khloe Kardashian, allegedly. Just dating the same types in different bodies, and like having kids with them. You know? I just hope that this one doesn't end badly. I hope Steffon Diggs is better than Offset after their breakup, if they break up. And also, like, even for the kids, guys, even for the kids, like, when they grow up and they do the math, the last two kids are so close in age, and they have two different daddies. What are those two kids going to say about their mama? Their mama was in the streets. It doesn't matter if their mama is Cardi B. That's still their mama. And it's not a good, I wouldn't like, Like, I wish she would have thought about that before making that call. You know what I'm saying? And I wish she wouldn't just, I don't know. I just wish she wouldn't have dated a high profile guy again. I feel like she just played herself. But that's just me. Let me read the other. Ruben Roots says, yeah, I look sideways at you too. Shut the hell up. You look sideways at who? Ugh. Hi, Faith Timothy. I'm saying hi, girl. I hope you're a girl. But yeah, I'm not with it, Cardi. Like, I just feel like she's made the worst mistake of her career. Like, not even, yeah, like of her life, man. How are you going from a tumultuous divorce to having a baby with an athlete? People that are synonymous, like they are known for being liars and cheaters. And you have come out of a relationship where you were lied to and cheated on throughout the duration. Talk about an absence of discernment. It's crazy. Okay? Faith Timothy says sorry. Okaran says, Ruben, why are you talking? Yes, why is he talking? Who is even Ruben? Ruben, shut the hell up. Okay? Trying to get cut off of me. You must be crazy. Okaran says, look at your surname. My surname or Ruben's surname? And Faith Timothy says, yeah, yeah. Okay? But Shaka, that's what I think. I feel like the streets are talking. They don't like that Cardi B is pregnant with her fourth baby by a different man. And by the streets, I mean me. What do you guys think? Tell me in the comment section. But other than that, please do um support a young mother, because she's still a young mother. And also, I really hated the fact. Let me say something. I really hate the fact that Cardi B doesn't learn from her mistakes. And that's my only issue with her. I hate the fact that she doesn't learn from her mistakes. Another example of her not learning from her mistakes is her basically after her court trial, when she just got off from a court trial and she won her court trial and she was walking outside the court. And then a reporter basically asked her something, and after a reporter asking her something she didn't like, she threw a pen at him, like minutes after her court trial. And that says to me that girl is a girl that doesn't learn from her mistakes. And I think that's because she thinks with her emotions. She doesn't think with her head. And I'm going to need her to think with her head, especially as a young mother, because now she has her babies looking up to her. And two of her babies are female, I believe. She has her babies looking up to her, so she can't afford to slip. I'm gonna need her to think with her emotions and not. I mean, think with her head, not her emotions. Because when she thinks with her emotions, she makes really stupid decisions. There was once a video of her talking about the fact that long time ago, allegedly, I'm gonna say allegedly because I can't find the video anymore, but long time ago she was saying that people don't like her dating Offset, but it's like the heart wants what it wants, and she can't help who she falls in love with. And I understand that, but I will say this. The Bible says a smart woman looks at a problem from far and runs away before it gets close. So through just assessing a situation from far, without you even getting into the situation with someone and getting to know someone, just based on their track record, because Offset already had like 4 kids before getting with her. So he had 4 kids prior to her, did not marry the baby mamas, allegedly, right? What made her think that he would be a good guy to her, would be a good man to her, when he was already a really terrible, um, you know what I'm saying? Like, you having different baby mamas, having kids by like different women. No good man would keep on having babies with women and not even marrying one. So just by his track record alone, that should have been an indication for her to run. And she did not. And I feel like she's making the exact same mistake with Steffon, allegedly. The Bible says a wise woman looks at a problem from far, and before it gets close, she runs away. And I feel like she's one of those women, like she needs to think with her head, not emotions type situation. But yeah, Okaran, thank you so much for telling Ruben to basically piss off because he has to. But otherwise, guys, thank you guys for watching my live, and I can't wait to come back next time. Please subscribe for more of my videos. Goodbye.